Alright, welcome back guys. I am here with tonight's review of Ring of Honor's TV show for March 24th, 2012. And this was a pretty good show, I thought. Much better than last week's. Last week's I felt was really disappointing, but this week's I thought really delivered. They had some great stuff on here tonight. They recap Jay Lethal beating Roderick Strong last week. And then we have Jim Cornette in the ring. And he brings out Roderick Strong, Eddie Edwards, and Davey Richards. Davey says that he doesn't need to hype this match, the triple threat, because everybody knows how great all these guys are and what they've accomplished. He says it's going to be his toughest match of his life. And he doesn't like these two or trust them, but it's going to be an amazing match. Davey says he's not sure he can trust Eddie, and he definitely doesn't trust Roderick. Eddie grabs a mic and says he's always faced Davey like a man, and don't compare him to a guy like Roderick. Roderick gets the mic and he says, "Don't be pissed at me because of what you two have going on here." He says he's going to take the title from that MMA wannabe mother, and he tells Eddie if he doesn't win the belt, he will have a second opportunity because Michael Elgin will give him his match. Elgin's about to say something, but before he can, Jay Lethal comes out. Jay Lethal says it's not fair that Roderick gets a match for the title when he beat him. Cornette says he has an argument, but the triple threat match was made beforehand. He says that if Roderick wins, he still gets a shot at the title. And then Kevin Steen comes out. Kevin Steen says he's rooting for Eddie Edwards so that he gets a title shot. He says even if the match with Eddie isn't for the title, he will find a way to get a title shot and then become champion, and he will become Cornette's personal nightmare. This was a great opening segment. I thought it really hyped up the pay-per-view this for March 30th and March 31st, and I thought it was really good stuff here. Then we have World's Greatest Tag Team saying the grudge match with the Briscoes. The Briscoes can't handle them. Shelton says that this will be the last beating they give the Briscoes. They say that Cornette must still be mad about what they did to the Briscoes, and Charlie says they paid their fines, and Shelton says that they're going to beat Caprice and Cedric tonight, and then those guys can put on the resume that they got beat by World's Greatest Tag Team. Then we have Caprice and Cedric. Caprice says that they're not to think of them as a warm-up match, and World's Greatest Tag Team was given everything. They had it all handed to them. And they come from a world of entertainers where they were let go for being athletes, and now they're in a world of athletes trying to be entertainers. I thought these were some decent promos here. Then we have Caprice and Cedric versus World's Greatest Tag Team. I have to say that I think World's Greatest Tag Team is getting better as a heel group. I like them more. They're more entertaining to me personally, especially Charlie. This entire thing with World's Greatest Tag Team being heels, I think has really given Charlie like a breath of fresh air. He's rejuvenated with this. Shelton, on the other hand, I think still just doesn't care. He seems to really be like just phoning it in when he's out there. He even tripped on the rope getting into the ring tonight. I don't know what his deal is. He's just coming off as really lazy and just doing the bare minimum for Ring of Honor. Like, he doesn't care about this place. He's just doing what he's got to do because maybe contracts or something, and it just really sucks. He's just definitely not the same guy. But they still had a great match. I thought this was awesome. Great opener. The Briscoes come out, and basically Charlie's head is in 619 position, and the Briscoes come out and hit Charlie Haas in the head with a chair. He did get his hand up a little, but it looked like they cracked him right on the side of the head. Oh, this was just bad. Brutal chair shot. So they hit Charlie, and then Caprice rolls him up and gets the win. I thought this was okay. Shelton grabs the mic from Veda Scott, and he says bringing chairs against World's Greatest Tag Team is not the way to go, and it's going to be genocide against anyone with the last name Briscoe and anyone who cheers them. Thought this was really good stuff here. Charlie Haas, I mean, he doesn't have to take these chair shots, but he thought, you know, this is going to help the angle, this is going to make the match get more hype, and it's going to increase the you know, people wanting to see them in a grudge match for the pay-per-view. So I have to give all these guys some respect. I thought it was great. And I actually am excited for the grudge match, just to see these guys go at it one last time and just go crazy out there. Then we have a recap of Cornette telling Steen he's wrestling Generico March 30th that they did last week. Lance Storm cuts a promo. He says he didn't write the letter to Mike Bennett to piss him off, but to open his eyes. Now, I'm pretty sure last week when he did his promo, he said, "You're pissed off, I'm glad. That's what I wanted." But I could be wrong about that. But that's what I thought instantly when I heard this. He tells him not to disrespect the business, and Ring of Honor isn't a stepping stone. A lot of guys would kill to be in your spot. Bennett is going to get the privilege of being against Lance Storm, and he's going to leave everything in the ring one last time, and he's going to make Mike Bennett respect him. So then we get Bennett and Maria. Bennett says that Storm is too serious, and he's just jealous of him because he's such a big star in Ring of Honor, and if he wants to get serious, then Mike Bennett's going to lay him out. Cornette comes out to the commentary desk, and he says that he's going to find the Briscoes. The rematch for March 30th is going to be Caprice and Cedric versus World's Greatest Tag Team, and then he says that World's Greatest Tag Team versus the Briscoes will end on March 31st, and there will be a winner and a loser. Then he goes to check on Charlie Haas. Then we have the main event, the March Mayhem match, Michael Elgin versus Adam Cole. Kyle O'Reilly comes out for commentary here. He says that Cole broke up Future Shock when he joined Eddie Edwards. It was like spitting in his face. Basically, Michael Elgin just dominates Cole here this entire match. He takes super kicks and just keeps coming. Nothing stops this guy. He's just a beast out here tonight. Eventually, Roderick Strong comes out, and he grabs Adam Cole's leg so he can't hit the super kick. And they start fighting on the apron while Truth Martini's distracting the ref. Roderick accidentally kicks Michael Elgin, and then Cole gets a roll-up for the win. I'm starting to think they're going to break up House of Truth here. Last week, it was kind of the same thing. Roderick lost his match because Elgin came out there. And tonight, Elgin loses because of Roderick. Roderick's got this thing where he thinks that since Michael Elgin is wrestling Davey Richards on March 31st, that if Davey wins the triple threat match, Roderick says even if I lose, I can still get another shot because Michael Elgin's going to give me his match. And Elgin probably was going to say like, oh hell no, but Jay Lethal came out. So I think, yeah, they may start building to a House of Truth feud where Roderick wrestles Michael Elgin. Don't know what side Truth Martini would be on for that. People seem to really be behind Michael Elgin, and he was getting cheered here tonight. So probably Truth would go with Roderick, just because it would just make more people hate Roderick, and I think he would definitely be the heel, and then Michael Elgin could turn face. But this was a good match. Roderick gets in the ring, and him and Truth start beating down Adam Cole. Eddie Edwards comes out, makes the save, and the show ends with Eddie Edwards and Adam Cole beating down House of Truth. They announced next week it's going to be Eddie Edwards versus Mike Bennett and Tommaso Ciampa versus Kyle O'Reilly. So next week should be an awesome episode. I'm going to do reviews for both of the Ring of Honor pay-per-views, March 30th and 31st. I'm also going to be doing a review of the Dragon Gate USA March 30th show, and then of course we have WrestleMania Sunday. So I got a whole bunch of shows coming up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave some comments, and I'll be back tomorrow to do a movie review, and then I will do, of course, Monday Night Raw. So I hope you guys like this video, and thanks for watching.